Well, thank you for coming. I know Dajo's in sketchy territory for cell service, so I think we probably
You
should
mean
just start.
more sketchy than usual?
Yeah, he was in the middle of saying something and then we lost him, and that was 10 minutes
Ugh,
ago.
bummer.
Yeah, so,
Hello, Shadow.
Hello, Liz. Hello,
Zach.
Zach. There we go.
Yep, you got it.
Hey,
Um,
Sorry.
I'm gonna suggest that we do what I DM'd you earlier, Zach. Did you see that message?
let me look.
Just because, well, while you look at it,
Yeah,
I'll go over the quick rundown. You like that idea?
yeah, that works for me totally.
Okay, I talked to Eli about it too. So, last session, you picked up right after slaughtering 3 lizard folk, and then all of a sudden you were beset by about 100 of their comrades that were very upset that you had done such a thing and slaughtered their people. And so they they chased you. You got away
It's
easily.
almost like attacking them wasn't the right thing to do. No.
You got away easily because Winston has a movement speed of 50 and lizard folk have a movement speed of 30, and he dashed, so he like had 40 feet of extra speed over them. And you ended up leaving the very moderately dense jungle into what I think I might have coined this term. I don't think it's a real term. I called it a mega jungle. Uh, really high foliage, giant trees, and then underneath of it, it's really swampy. It's not exactly a swamp, but it's kind of it's more swampy. Um, Almost like a transition zone between 2 biomes or so. Cassandra like pulled open the book and noticed that there were instructions for how to get to the Temple of Thrond, which you had been interested in finding. So you started down the canyon. You encountered a trap and were smart enough to go around it. Gary screamed, and then uh, you found some kobolds, demolished them, found some more kobolds, demolished most of them, uh, interrogated 2 of them, got answers from 1, and they basically told you which way to go.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Can I skin one of the kobolds? Dead kobolds.
Uh,
A little fucked up, bro.
I was gonna say that's a little barbaric, but yeah.
Because I need to make it look like I'm a kobold,
Oh
and
dear.
that's gonna be the way I do it.
Oh no.
I don't consent to this plan.
I mean, at least let's have some like Chianti and fava beans. Shit. Like, sorry.
I do not consent to wearing another creature's skin. You just had a conversation with these guys. Like, come on.
My face is not visible with that hood, right?
I don't know. I don't know if we ever established that, so it's up to you.
I would say that my face is probably not very visible with that, as long as I'm not looking directly at them. But my hands are, because you specifically mentioned that. So I'm gonna need some kobold hand gloves.
Again, I do not consent to this.
This is kind of exactly the wrong music for this scenario.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything that fits that tone. You know, like this is what I planned for today, and then all of a sudden he's like right out the
Well,
gate.
good for you, Dan.
I want it.
That fits serial killer tone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna meet us. Well, you know what? Don't want to speak too soon because I do have something. You guys figure out what you're gonna do right now. You guys figure out what you're gonna do because, like, are you skinning it? Is that the official thing that's
Ultimately,
happening?
what I need to do is I need to have him somewhat like a kobold, enough that they're not going to suspect him at first glance.
Does that fit it better, Liz?
You want to make some gooey meat gloves.
I
Out of
mean,
the
hey,
protein-
look, the kitten needs his mittens.
Yes, kitten needs mittens. Kittens needs mittens.
We all understand that this is messed up, right? Like,
But yes, but I mean, I'm not there, so I technically don't know about this.
Oh,
So
can we cover that first? Okay, so because Eli wasn't here last time, we left him back at the shore with the animals in the boat. But we have agreed that Petal is sending the flying monkey, or sorry, no, Guy is sending the flying monkey up because he's concerned that it's taking too long, and the flying monkey encounters Petal, and Petal does something with the monkey as a message.
yeah, I'll write out a message explaining him like how to get back to where, like how to get up to where we are, to like which route to take so you don't run into more kobolds, that kind of stuff.
P.S. Please
Okay.
hurry. We need to stop the cat from skinning a lizard.
Right. I would say like the furball wants to commit a war crime.
But hear me out. They won't suspect me. I could just walk in.
Until they like smell the blood. Like you're talking about making meat gloves, man. How many animals have you skinned in your life? That just turned into a nice glove right after you skin it.
First of all, the leather armor that you're wearing is made from skin.
Yes. Treated, cured, and processed leather. You're talking about a meat glove, bro.
Also, but are you aware that kobolds, and this is I'm never asking, are you aware that
They made
kobolds
that
are
leather.
slightly
They
sentient?
skinned the animal.
Yeah, they are sentient, yeah.
But they're not animals. And not
Right.
really. I mean, I get. No, they're not though.
No,
Did you do this to a
There
person?
believes that the kobolds are, first of all, they're reptiles, and therefore they are objectively evil.
Would you do this to a human, or are you racist?
Gary hates reptiles.
A racist.
Primarily dragon typed, but also serpent. I think he'd be okay with the turtle.
Again, this is just my character from the Star Wars campaign. Again, instead of Trandoshans, this time it's kobolds and lizard folk.
To be fair, I'm fairly certain that kobolds do actually have the chaotic evil alignment naturally.
They do, yeah.
Just saying.
You do you. I will not speak on your behalf.
Wait, pause. Sorry, I had to get Roll20 pulled up real quick. Where
Yeah,
are
you're
we
good.
on
Did you
that?
say pause?
Yeah, where I'm trying to figure out where everybody is standing.
Yeah, are you
That's exactly what we're talking about. Kitty's paws need to become claws.
oh dear. You guys are on the next portion of the map because I'm just gonna let you guys be okay, do whatever you think is best. Wow, Petal is really fast.
Sorry, I thought we were going to the next section.
This is the next
didn't realize-
section.
You'd already put us on the next section.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Here, I discovered a button. Check that out. Can reset the darkness. So basically, you. This is the section that the kobold warned you about. He's like, yeah, if you go like a few minutes march, if you were farther up the canyon, just watch out on the east side because there's a kobold watchtower. As long as you can get past them, then you're fine. And then
So,
it's only a little ways till
Did I
the
indeed
cave.
actually get my claws, my lizard mittens?
It would take you an hour to skin the thing because
That seems reasonable.
it's
Also,
hard to do.
how long is it going to take for Guy to get to us?
yeah,
Well, I wasn't really going to plan for that, but it would probably take him close to a few hours because I had it in my mind that it took you a few hours to get here so far.
And also, I'm trying to herd a bunch of animals by myself
Correct.
Why are you trying to herd a bunch of animals by
leave him.
yourself?
I had to leave him behind.
because we have a whole menagerie of animals.
Yeah, he wasn't here last week. So we left Guy with the animals at the front of at the head of the canyon, and all went in.
Yeah, but like the big one watches the little one. Like
Well, we don't want them running off.
Yeah.
they're well trained. We feed them. I mean, I don't know about my tiger and
Or wild
Winston and
animals.
Shere Khan are not going to run off on me.
I think you should make a roll for that. That sounds like a very, very assumptuous statement.
They are trained animals that I take
And
very good care of.
From
I'm gonna set your shit on fire.
Are they trained to follow specifically Guy?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was never discussed.
Also, does Guy know how to follow their training?
Probably
/use?
not.
He's better not to roll with Dave energy.
Well, to be honest, actually, unless you're bringing Winston, which like I'm not 100% sure he'll fit. Like we gotta leave the boat there anyways. Like we can tie Winston up. I already have Shere Khan with me, and the monkey.
I can't remember if the cougar's here or not. That was the other thing.
Hear that?
Well, the
Whoever was
monkey,
at
the monkey
the
probably
lab.
came back to me, right,
What was
to
that?
deliver the message.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you say the cougar's at the boat?
The cougar would have been with Guy. I remember specifically stating that one.
That's what I thought. Okay. Oh, there's Guy. He was hiding.
I don't know if. Okay, so I shouldn't bring the animals then.
I suppose it's your call because they can't talk to you about that other than the note.
Yep. Okay. Well, Guy is gonna be kind of freaked out by the PS about Gary skinning a lizard. So he's gonna leave the animals there, make sure they're like well tied up or whatever, or however. You know, when you leave a dog, you usually leave it tied to a stake or whatever.
the
So
thing.
whatever it is we do with our animals, the guy is gonna do that.
Why don't you roll what's it called? An insight check or a nature. Is it nature or survival? Insight or survival, your choice, and I can give you a little extra information. How's that?
Okay. Wait, nature or what?
Or survival.
Nature?
Or
Okay.
animal handling,
just-
since this is animal related. I think the three of those would all apply. Your choice. 7.
8.
8. You don't know exactly, but you're pretty sure that the horns on the on Winston are probably good enough to fend off anything that might want to mess with it. And you're pretty sure that the cougar will stick around, but it might just climb up a tree and take a nap or something.
All right. Yep. So Guy is gonna leave them to their thing and start following the laid out route.
Cool. It takes you 2 or 3 hours. You're aware of how long it's going to take. It's relatively easy travel. You're just making your way north on some stone-floored canyon. You get to a point where there's a little choke point, and if you roll perception for me on that, it's just some boulders that end up narrowing the passageway.
Okay. Hang on. Where is my?
Do I need to give you your sheet?
I have it.
You have it? Okay. Doing a little singing.
What's that Tarzan yell? Ah, ah.
Okay, no. Okay.
Your perception
Uh,
is
Hang on, I'm checking. Okay, yeah.
+3.
No? Okay, stealth or... Okay,
It's a
so I
plus.
can't add that.
Oh, I see. I see.
Where... There we go.
This is riveting.
18.
18. You see on the left-hand side, which would be the west, there is a net trap that is dangling midair. There's still the occasional leaf falling out of it, as there was a pile of leaves over top of it. There are a few kobold that don't notice you hiding, or not hiding, but like desperately pulling on a rope. They're walking away from the cliffside, so they're facing 180 degrees away from you, and they can't see you. What they appear to be like trying to reset this trap.
Three of them?
Did I say 3? I had in my mind 2.
Oh. Yeah, let's go with 2.
They don't see you at all. They're facing the wrong direction. They're struggling to pull on this big rope.
Jerry, I want you to know that when you eventually die, I'm going to turn you into a pair of boots.
Why not a scarf?
Because I'm not a scarf kind of guy, and I'm definitely going to want to walk all over you.
Okay. I am going to attempt stealth.
Okay.
So that is, and I'm using a superiority die to do that. So that is a grand total of 18.
Okay.
So I want to sneak by them.
I may have forgotten to mention something kind of important. So if you want to change this at all, you can. The cliff face at this point is about 40 to 50 feet up in the air. I forgot to mention that. So they are on the cliff, on the top of the cliff, about 40 to 50 feet above you. So
Okay.
I forgot to mention that. Otherwise, you may have thought they were like down at ground level with you.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah. So, does that change anything you want to do? I just want to mention that.
Well, so they still don't see me?
They have no idea you're there.
So I can just walk by them without a stealth check?
That is an answer I cannot provide, because that would be meta. You have to make that choice yourself. Sorry.
Okay, well then I'm my previous thing stands. So
Okay.
I got an 18 on my stealth check.
Okay. You don't notice anyone noticing you.
Okay. So once I am past them, I'm going to continue down wherever it is I need to go.
Yep. At this point, you pass by an area where there are a couple blood spots and burn marks on the ground, and you're like, that's weird. But you keep moving, and you, in a couple minutes, find the rest of your party.
Awesome.
And now everybody's together again. We have not split the party. Hooray!
Yay.
Hooray!
All right, I'm gonna find Gary, and I'm gonna take out my piece of paper. I'm gonna be like, Gary, what is this? And I'm gonna hold up my piece of paper. There, with the piece of paper with the note that was sent.
Gary's gonna like try and act close enough to it, because he has no idea what's written there.
Huh?
He has no idea what's written there, so he's not sure how he wants to respond.
Close and read it, because he has no idea what's on there.
Gary, it says you were gonna skin one of these little lizard dudes.
No, I already did that.
Oh.
He's gonna use up his little like gloves, his new lizard gloves that he's got. He's gonna like wiggle his fingers and
Oh, that's
Guy's
disgusting.
just gonna like kind of freeze for a second. Gary, you can't skin people.
No, Gary didn't skin people. Gary skinned the lizard.
Gary,
um,
you wouldn't like it if someone skinned your hands, would you?
Carl!
Carl! It kills people,
That's
We're already
Carl.
past that point.
Gary.
We're already past that
It's
point.
okay.
When he dies, I'm turning him into a pair of kitten mittens.
Get minutes.
No, we're not turning Gary into a pair of mittens.
I have forsworn it upon a sacred oath.
Oh gosh. I leave y'all alone for like 3 hours.
Listen, man.
Cassandra.
As Guy says that, he's just gonna look over to Elvira. I'm just shaking my head, sitting on a rock.
Cassandra
Probably rolling a
is
cigarette.
sitting next to Elvira, and she like kind of like taps you with her elbow. You know, like, hey, but couldn't you do like prestidigitation on those?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to ask. No. This is no metagame. This is between me and Cassandra. I'm gonna wait till he asks.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
If he wants it bad enough, I will. Or if I'm smelling it.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's see how this plays out.
Maybe
Prestidigitation on my kitten mittens.
No, you didn't hear any of that though. That's between this is
Remove
us
all the
ladies.
gutsy stuff from them.
This is women's talk. Go away. I'm gonna say that between puffs of cigarettes. But this is women's talk. Go.
Oh, yeah.
like an old redneck grandma. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, pal.
So what's the situation? Well,
Shoot, sorry.
I'll infiltrate lizard folk places because he looks like one. And then he raises up his gloves again.
and you act like one too. Good job.
You are despicable.
Gary's gonna have to take a minute to process that. Because I'm driving at the moment, can you roll a d20 for me, someone, and then let me know what the result is?
Sure.
Ooh, I will roll it first.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled a 3.
It's a 3.
Okay, that noise is people.
Okay. Yeah. Gary's gonna be like stuck in thought about that. He doesn't like the idea that he's acting like a lizard folk, especially how he used them.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna need a hot minute to think about that.
Yeah, that does sound conflicting. Because if you really dislike him and you're acting, you're pretending to look like one, that I could see that as being really conflicting.
Well, and it may add another thing as well. Okay. He didn't shrug it off. He definitely took that personal. It came from a human. It's a highly valued opinion. Yeah, he's going to need a minute to think about that. So he's just going to be kind of stuck in thought, like not responding for a bit.
Cat.exe has stopped working.
Yes.
You may have convinced him, potentially.
All right, Petal. Between the kobold slaying. Oh, by the way, there was like a pair of them up on a cliff when I was walking in here, resetting some sort of trap. Just keep that in mind when it's time for us to leave.
I'm hearing massacre all kobolds on the way back.
Okay,
Now I feel like we've been
when we
betrayed.
get to it.
Okay. I would like to note that after that comment, Gary does not respond. He's still stuck in thought, even with that comment.
Oh man, it's kind of hard to confront existential things like I'm a racist.
Well, that part isn't really concerning him so much as the fact that he's, acting like a kobold, which he hates. So,
Okay.
I mean, saying
okay.
he's not.
Out of game here. Can someone remind me why we're here?
You are searching
We're hunting
for
treasure.
Yeah, there's the sword of, or the bow of something and something.
the hunting bow
That
of
was-
Yeah,
Chult.
that thing.
We seek the Grail.
Yes.
We seek the grail. You seek
We
the
run-
bow of
Next,
chills.
next thing that happens, we run into some French kobolds.
I spit in your general direction. I blow my nose at you.
Okay. So we're looking for the bow. What progress have we made on that, Petal?
Some health potions.
You are
Petal.
just shy of a day's travel, and you know you are coming very close to the entrance to the cave. You have to go through a cave, and then there's supposedly a temple on the other side.
Okay. Petal, what's the plan from here?
Well, I had initially thought that we had negotiated for at least some semi-safe passage through here from the kobolds, but it sounds like if they're setting the traps back up, they're probably planning on betraying us on the way out. So I was thinking we should just sneak past these guys and then keep going. But now I'm thinking everyone we take out now is one less we have to fight on the way back out.
That's fair enough, I suppose.
Yep. I can get
You
behind
know, let's
that.
just not try to eat them or anything.
Mutilate
weird.
them in any way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I think from line of sight, you should be able to see, as you stumble into this part of the canyon, that there is a guard tower on the east side. And your sense is that you aren't spotted, but that's all you see for now.
Okay. I'm definitely going to try to pick out whichever cobalt looks like they are more in charge, and drop them from here with a short bow, with a longbow attack.
Okay. Do you want to do a skill check for that, or do you want to just make a guess?
I was going to make an attack roll if that's okay.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
wait, wait,
the-
wait, wait,
that's
wait,
fine.
wait. I can hang on. So are we actually trying to pick out which one is in charge?
hmm
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just going to pick the fanciest looking one and drop him.
Sounds like Guy might have something you might be able to use that.
Well, I have my tactical assessment thing, which I can use when making like a wisdom insight check, which this would be,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
To
that would be
determine
cool.
which one. Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm going to expend another superiority die. Ah,
Ah, that's never a good sound.
no, it's not. Okay. Wisdom insight. That is 3. Wonderful. Okay, so I have a grand total of 11.
And what is the check for again?
I'm trying to figure out which one is in charge.
Oh,
Like which one has seniority or whatever.
I need to probably roll to see if that works. I'm not. Let's see here. Despite not having been there before to know which is which, because you did kind of identify that previously, your reading of Volo's Guide to Monsters tells you that the one closest, this one here, is the boss dude. Oops, I moved it by
Okay.
accident. And this one here is not the boss dude.
Then I would like to really take my time, line up a shot on the boss dude, and hit him with Hunter's Mark.
While Petal is doing that, can I do like the thing where I hold an action and then like do a longbow attack simultaneously with him?
You could,
as
yeah.
as the trigger.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I think. So, Guy, you are 65 feet away. I don't know what the range is of your bow, but I just wanted
Yeah,
to
let
mention
me
that.
check that.
I guess
No.
that's pretty inconsequential because you literally just went onto the map, so you can move wherever you think is appropriate.
What is the range of my longbow?
My longbow is 150 feet.
Okay, then you probably have that too, if it's a longbow.
Yeah, let me just make sure. Range, yep, 150. Can I see that dude from where I am?
There is a minor obstruction of that log that has fallen down, but to describe to you what that looks like, you've got about a 20-foot cliff, and that log is like propped up on the top of the cliff, and then at a very steep angle down onto the canyon floor, so it's not really in the way. It could make for cover if you were up next to it, but where you're standing right now, you could easily shoot around it.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna move to next to Pedal anyway, and then prep
then you're
my
fine.
shot for when he takes the shot.
Okay.
I'm going to aim for the other one. I can probably one-shot this guy.
Okay. I'm gonna aim for the other one.
Okay. While you do that, I will pull up the stats for myself. Are you ready? You gonna do the thing?
Do the thing.
I will simultaneously do the thing.
An 11. Oh, that's weird. It didn't come over. It didn't come over like I thought it would. Oh well, I'll work on that later.
Bummer.
Yeah, it's just me wanting to make everything super special, and like it doesn't always work like I think it's going to. Your roll was what again? An 13 was it? I missed. I'm sorry. I don't remember what it was because I was distracted.
Whose roll are you talking about? My roll was an 11.
11. Okay.
My roll was an unnatural 23. Or no, sorry, 22. Yeah, 22.
Okay, the 22 hits. The 11 misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What's your damage with the longbow shot?
1d8 plus my modifier, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that would be a total of 11. Dang.
Yeah, you KO. Oops, that's the wrong button. This guy dead. He keels over and falls onto the canyon floor. The other kobold is surprised and turns and looks. And he also heard the clatter of an arrow hitting the cliffside behind him. He looks around in surprise. I'm actually going to roll to see.
Do you want us to roll initiative?
Not quite yet. I'm
okay.
I'm checking to see if he's really aware of what happened.
Hey, Dan, I can barely hear you, bud.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. He doesn't realize what happened, and so he actually walks over and he looks at the other kobold down on the ground, dead. And
does he assume it must have been the wind?
Must have been the wind. No, no. Instead, he says, "Never should have come here," and jumps down. No, I'm just kidding. He just climbs down the tower.
Wait, what's your coin?
He's behind cover, and you lose sight of him, so you don't know what he does. But no initiative.
Can I talk for a moment?
Yes.
I'm about to get back to the office. I'm still technically at work. And there's going to be a brief interruption of what I'm doing.
Okay.
Gary's actually really pretty easy to predict because he's still in a funk, so he would be last in turn order, just guaranteed.
Okay.
But he's going to make moves to evade and stay near Guy. That's what he would do,
Okay.
and kind of like behind Guy as he's trying to like contemplate things. He's not going to engage in combat at all.
Okay.
He can't mentally process that.
Sounds good. And the kobold actually leaves your line of sight, so I'm not going to have any initiative roll yet. He is now invisible to you. So you may decide what you want to do.
Zach and Liz are muted.
Right.
Sorry.
Our initiative roll, mine is.
No, we're not rolling
Oh,
initiative.
sorry.
Not rolling initiative.
It's okay.
yet.
We're gonna
Just
hold
roll.
off on that for the moment because he moved out of sight and he's not attacking you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, then I say let's just keep sneaking on.
that's yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like hunt them down. If I get an easy shot on one, I'll take it. But
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean an easy shot? You missed.
man, you really don't like sleeping soundly, do you?
All right, I will be back in 15, 20 minutes or so.
Sounds good.
Right, Gary was up in roll 20.
So wisdom. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I just got to say. So roll a stealth check for me. Do a group stealth check. So
Okay.
whatever the predominant
half of
roll
us
is.
pass.
Yeah, and then I'll roll one for Gary.
Oh, that is ugly.
My stealth was 2. Ew.
Okay, so we got a 19 for Gary. What did Petal get?
Petal got a 9.
Yo, we're not cute tonight.
Okay, so
I got a 2.
so
2.
Or, sorry, a
unfortunately
3.
the
Four.
predominant roll is a failure on that. So the group stealth does not succeed. The kobold reappears.
Back to my 17 for initiative roll.
Oh, you wish.
I mean, a girl's gotta ask, right? A girl can help.
He reappears
Yeah, that's
right here on the other side of the rock, and he is going to stupidly hurl a flask of acid at you. At the group. 11, 50, 20 plus 4. So he. Oh, I forgot to check the distance on that.
My new initiative is.
Well, okay, so is this like a armor class thing or a dexterity saving throw thing?
I'm finding out. 1 second. I had a bit of a brain fart. I was like, I can't remember how to do something. 25 feet. He actually misses, believe it or not, because I did not account for that. The acid hits on the ground right there. Oh, that was stupid. I should have checked that. Oh well. I stand by my mistakes. He misses with the acid and he hits 5 feet to the right of Guy, and Guy, you're fine. I meant for that to hit. I just didn't think to check the distance before I rolled. And I don't want to cheat, so you can enter initiative now if you want. Which you should.
Yeah.
You have to.
Let's
Yeah.
Ha, ha, ha. Add turn. This is going to be the world's
Oh!
shortest initiative, I'm sure.
6 and 6.
I got a natural 1.
Okay, so we're actually doing that bad then. Petal and Novera got 6 both each.
I got a nat 1. A nat 1's roll for tiebreaker to see who's first out of the nat 1s.
11.
And 7. So you then get a 2 instead. Gary.
Yay.
No,
Should we
Guy.
roll for
Need
tiebreak?
to add
Yeah, we'll
Guy.
roll for tiebreak.
Okay.
So Guy gets a 2.
We just
Kobold gets a 1.
It's whoever's dexterity. is
Okay,
higher.
what is Elvira's and what is Petals?
We both got 6, but I have a +3 dexterity.
Okay. Oh, that's not the right person, Dan. Oh. I'm putting all this effort into like a 1-turn initiative. This is ridiculous. Okay. So Petals first.
Hey, alright, let's take 2, mother trucker. A little better. There's a 17 hit.
Yeah.
Wait, how does Elvira get in order?
10 points of damage.
Oh. There's a... Oh, there's a... Okay. There's a disadvantage that I never applied to the kobolds before. How much damage?
10 points.
Okay. -10. Alright. Sounds good. He's definitely bloodied. Elvira.
Been through a long rest since the last campaign, right?
I'm assuming so, yes.
Oh, we have. Okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna hit him with the chaos bolt.
Do it.
Hit him with your regular one.
The regular. Okay.
Hit him
Gonna be
with...
boring.
Hit him with something.
Where's that fireball? Here
Make
we go.
him suffer. Never should have come here.
Son of a gun! Only 7.
That does not hit.
Pathetic.
What was the weapon?
It
Firebolt?
was firebolt. It's
Oh.
+5 to hit.
Okay. Do you want to describe what happens with the firebolt or no?
Let's see the one I'm looking at.
Because it misses.
I think I'm gonna do like this really before it actually happens. I'm gonna do like this really dramatic, like gnarly, like tuck and roll thing behind Petal and around Gary right here, so it looks dramatic. And then I'm gonna pop up and then try and hit it with him, but utterly fail and singe some things right here,
Awesome.
like ivy and vines and stuff.
It sets fire to the wooden watchtower.
Yes.
Burn.
Exactly, but I did all of this to say that I was overly dramatic for nothing at all.
Yes.
That tracks.
All right, Gary. No, Guy, I mean. Your turn.
Guy. Okay. So,
You guys like setting stuff on fire, that's for sure.
yep. Speaking of setting stuff on fire, I'm going to run up on the kobold,
Yeah.
draw my flaming sword, and stab him,
Do it.
or attempt to.
Do it.
1.
You don't roleplay that one through it, yeah.
Can you roleplay
Alright,
that
so I
failure?
Yes. So I draw my flaming sword with a great flourish and do the thing where I kind of spin it around in the air, and then I just mad dash towards him and I'm like, ah! I raise it over my head. But at the last moment I turn weirdly, and so I do a sideways slash that goes over his head instead of a downward slash onto his head.
Uh-oh. So would it be...
Yeah.
For sake of extra flavor, let's say that you accidentally stumble right behind him just a couple steps. So now you're behind him.
One
Kobold's turn. All right.
Metal, I take it back about you missing an easy shot.
Watch out. We have made these kobolds very mad at this point. That's all we've done.
No, he's on death's doorstep.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I wrecked it. He's barely standing.
Oh. Ignore me.
He's going to attack you with a very strange-looking weapon, Guy.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
It does. Okay, please do a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
It's not so bad.
To the top.
1.
Okay, it is so bad. All right, so there's going to be multiple damage types. So you get 1 piercing, so record that, and then 7 poison damage from a scorpion tied to the end of a 5-foot-long pole. Yeah.
Okay, how do I record these different
So,
damages?
do you have any poison resistance or weakness to poison?
No.
Okay, then that shouldn't matter much. Then you just take 8 points out from your health.
Okay. And it's just so I just lose 8 points of
You lose
damage.
8 points of damage, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that
he used
would be-
his invention, Scorpion on a Stick. This is the Kobold inventor. Last week we got to see the basket of centipedes.
Which almost killed Elvira
It did almost
Yes.
kill her. Which
because
is,
she's a punk.
I thought I probably took off the team.
No, you didn't, because we had no reason to mess with their stupid basket.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Caster dies of 1d4 punk damage.
Oh, yeah.
okay, so that is Petal's turn now. I thought it was only going to take 1 turn to kill him. Come on, guys.
Me too. All right, longbow shot again for a natural 20 for a 27.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's
12
toast.
points of damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
I was
But
so
how do you
offended
kill
he
him?
didn't die the first time that I just like he raised up his stick and I shot him like through the hand and then into the head. Just like, nope, you're done now.
He falls to the ground and he doesn't have anything of interest on him. Dang nabbit. I was supposed to give him disadvantage on attack rolls because he's got sunlight sensitivity and I forgot. Alright, let me check and see if he actually hits. If 9 plus 5. Would a 14 have gone through your AC, Eli?
No, it would not.
Okay, so restore your health because I made a mistake. So you
Oh,
are in
wonderful.
full health. Dang it! I make these.
Hooray!
Well, this wasn't supposed to be an encounter, so it's fine that it was too easy. Okay, so you have set the tower ablaze. It has burned for the duration of your fight, and the thing must have been pretty weak because it's already collapsed onto the ground and it's smoldering. Didn't burn for very long. Didn't set anything else on fire.
Can I? So I can grab the kobold's weapon, right?
Yeah, he's got a dagger and a sling. That's all he's got right now.
I want to go.
But not the scorpion on the stick.
Well, so that's kind of difficult because it's like a one-time use thing. So the scorpion on a stick he just gets to use it once and then like either the scorpion's dead or it runs off or something. Like it's a one-time use weapon for him too. So
Okay.
yeah, otherwise I'd say sure.
Can I go loot the other body?
Yeah, he just has a sling and a dagger, and then he has yes, bless you. He has a very, very roughly cut crystal of some sort,
Ooh.
unrecognizable because of how roughly cut it is. So, I don't know how much you know about gemstones or crystals or anything like that, but if they're cut really roughly,
Yeah.
really hard to tell what the value is if it doesn't have trash value anyway. It's a white crystal or gem, whatever it is. You're not sure which.
I still find it intriguing, so I'm going to tuck it into a pocket right on the inside of my bosom.
Yeah. Yeah, out of all the
everything else
kobolds,
is good.
All the kobolds you checked, there was no gold on any of them. This is the only thing of value on any of them, really.
Okay, because I don't care about daggers and all that.
Yeah. That's it for challenges around you. There's a little creek running through this, so if you wanted to, you can collect water. But otherwise, it takes you.
Well, we should maybe put out the fire on the tower, right? Because no, well,
They said it already collapsed and was like burning out.
It's collapsed and it's kind of fizzling out already. The thing was
well,
made
I mean,
out of thatch.
what does fire
Almost.
make though?
You mean smoke? I'm not worried about kobolds. I say we keep moving and we'll catch whichever ones we miss going in. We'll catch them on the back end coming out. So,
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
like, we're beyond stealth at this point. We tried to kind of negotiate with one group, and they're clearly betrayed us. So now we're just gonna slaughter a bunch of.
Gary,
So maybe
no.
this could be like a red herring.
You know what? That role actually wouldn't be applicable. Okay, so you guys plowing forward, or are you sticking around here for a little bit?
We're plowing forward.
Plowing
forward.
Move that.
Except for pedal.
Okay. One quick thing. While you're over there looking at the tower, you notice that there is a ladder going up the cliff face.
Like right here?
Yep. But you do know that if you follow that, basically based on what the kobold inventor told you when you interrogated him earlier, if you were to go up this cliffside and go that direction, which presumably that ladder goes, it takes you to their camp. And he said you probably want to stay
Okay,
away from there.
nope. I'm gonna skedaddle back over to the crib. Like, no, we're trying to.
Okay.
I don't know that we want to go into their camp, but I do let the rest of the group know. Like,
Yeah.
we might need
Okay.
to get out now.
Okay. All right. So after about 30 minutes to an hour of walking further, pretty uneventful, not a whole lot going on unless you want to do anything. And do you want to do anything in particular before we, like skill wise, that I wouldn't otherwise prompt you to do? Trying to give you
No.
Okay. You exit the forest. Oh, you know what? I forgot. This map is terrible quality. Let's just ignore this one. We're not going to use this one because for whatever the reason, the image won't load. It's supposed to be you coming out of a thick forest into an area that's a lot less wooded. And very shortly after doing so, you walk into an area that has some hills around it. I need to grab your characters, otherwise you won't be able to see anything. Gary's back, just in time.
Gary.
Woo!
Woo!
Just in time to have an existential crisis.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, so what did I miss?
There were two kobolds. We killed one. We lit their tower on fire, and then the last one was doing like some sort of dodge tank thing, and was kind of hard to kill for a little bit.
Oh, but I make some gloves, and then we gotta have me have an existential crisis. I see.
Yeah, but there's a difference between killing an enemy combatant and turning them into clothing.
Yeah, because they're stylish. No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
Hey, like I said, don't worry, man. Your fate has been sealed.
entirely.
This is
kidding,
your
but,
repentance.
Not. Can someone roll a d20 for me?
Sure.
Yes.
To make a will
11.
save on whether Gary is able to gather his thoughts yet.
You get
11.
a 1t1.
11. Okay.
Yes.
So Gary's gonna be mildly coherent now.
Excellent.
This is weird. I can't get Elvira to be in there on the map.
So what?
Elvira wants to hang back. She's like, no, I don't want to go.
Different map. I don't want to move forward.
There we go.
What is this? We have grids and
Yeah, I was going to say,
X's.
I missed the fact that there are hexagons. Please ignore those. I did not prepare for that. You walk in out.
Hexagons are bestagons.
Your clearing is not super big. In fact, after a short time, you exit that clearing and walk into another area that's kind of an area that has some rocky hills that would be presumably where a cave would be located. Yeah, I would say it's safe to say this is no longer jungle territory. You're now in more of like a forested hillside location. You guys are moving around a lot. I guess you could tell me what you see.
Well, are we not supposed to be? I'm confused.
I was just trying to see how to move my character around. I'm the
You can. I just I was just commenting. There's nothing wrong.
He just has to roll for all the traps that you tricked.
on the landmine side.
I just wanted to know it. Well, because now the jig is up, you probably see something towering above the treetops in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
I actually don't, so let me move forward so that I can. Oh,
Oh.
shit. No fucking way.
So does can Guy recognize this? It's some sort of dinosaur, right?
I thought you were going to say, can he see it? I was going to say you'd have to be blind to not see it.
Well, yeah, but like from like the dinosaur games and stuff, would he know what one of these is?
This is not one of the variety from the games. This is a gargantuan beast. So that means he is at the bare minimum. Let's see here.
Guys gonna be like, guys, I think there's a dragon here.
It is at the bare minimum about 80 by 80. It wouldn't really fit on this map, and the token's a little bit smaller than it should be. So
I don't think that's a dragon.
if I were to make it big enough, it's about this big.
Gosh.
Somewhere like something
Oh
like
gosh.
Nice.
that. It's actually very slowly lumbering along, kind of moving north. Somewhere along your travel, you actually kind of flipped a U-turn and you're going a little bit south now. And it's very slowly, like 2 to 5 feet per minute, moving forwards. It's munching on some leaves on the tops of the trees.
Shoot, when you're this big, people just get out of your way. You don't even need to go fast. What's he gotta run from?
Not us.
That's for sure. We all saw how Winston destroyed those lizard people, right? We don't have to pretend like we can take this guy because we probably can't.
No. No, is the thing being aggressive, like, or is it just like, oh, things?
It, as far as you can tell, it doesn't even see you.
Oh, cool. Okay.
To give you some idea, it's got a neck that is easily as long as the rest of its body, and the same thing as the tail. So if you were to measure it completely lengthwise, it would be probably about 240, 250 feet long. And its neck is currently stretched out as far as it can up. So about 80 feet plus whatever its normal height is. And it is enjoying some fresh foliage.
Hey, tough guy, why don't you pick a fight with this lizard?
Nope. Oh wait, you were talking.
Wait, was that directed at Gary?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, Gary, look at that reptile.
Okay. So Gary's gonna actually hear that. And he's gonna kind of like mumble something, but then
kind of like be pressed up against a tree, almost as if he was hiding, but you can tell he's really not actually trying.
The creature is looking for fresh food, and it starts moving a little bit, somewhat closer, not seriously closer.
Hey, lizard hands, let's get moving.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around it and like look mesmerized, like you would like deer or something.
Yeah,
Never been around huge herbivores, but
Like elephants or some shit.
yeah,
yeah.
Elephants are fucking shit up.
It
I was gonna say bison, but they will do
takes
it.
a bite of foliage, just like basically what would be the equivalent of like a small bush in one bite. And as it's munching, it looks down at you, and it blows through its nose a little bit, just like not threateningly, not at all, just
Okay.
more like what.
Oh, look,
Scenes
ants.
in Jurassic Park.
Like
1.
Elvira looks like the responsible tourist at Yellowstone.
I'm definitely imagining in my head if my cattle were blown up like 200 times size. Like, they just want their
Yeah.
grass. Like,
Right, they don't care.
they really don't care. Same with this guy. He's like, I don't, like, he doesn't have enough brain cells for it to even register that you are interesting. He just wants to eat. And with that, he takes a slow jaunt and literally walks up over the cliff. This takes probably a full minute for him to do because he's walking pretty slowly. That cliff is like 20 feet tall, or that hillside is like 20 feet tall. He just like steps up it like it's a stair step and just kind of wanders off on his own, doing his own thing. Leaves you alone.
Now is that dinosaur bigger than Aramag?
Could you put your head outside?
I am pretty sure it is, but I will find out.
Guy is just overcome with awe because the last thing he saw that was remotely that size was like Aramag.
Okay, so it is the same size by D&D standards, so I would say it's pretty close. It's definitely differently shaped, that's for sure.
Yep.
It's a little bit skinnier but longer and taller. Aramag is like kind of like a really big bowl shape almost. Like a bowl turned upside down, like with a head and legs. Yeah, with that, I mean, you are left in a clearing that, you know, you hear birds chirping. You see big footsteps on the ground now. There's definitely a couple branches on the ground from the thing walking through and eating all the food and stuff, but there's nothing apparent immediately. Let's have you guys do some perception checks.
Oh boy. 13.
13.
Woo! Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
23.
23. Missing one. One check.
Elvira, hang on. Where is her D&D thing?
I can roll it if necessary. Her perception is +2, and it comes out to a 11. Okay, so you all succeed. Strolling through the clearing, it becomes immediately apparent to you that the cave entrance that you have been seeking is over here. It's to your southeast. It is a very clear opening right here.
Heck yeah.
That is your cave that you seek. Now, do you want to do anything before you go in, or should I just move you inside?
I want to make a perception check to see if there's not anything like guarding it or like traps or anything. I don't know. Yeah.
You know, I would say your perception check was good enough that you'd be able to identify there are no traps on the outside cave entrance.
Okay.
Until you go in, it's hard to tell what could be inside because it gets dark really fast. And those of you with dark vision, remember, you only have dim light vision in the dark, and it's black and white. So if you want to see better, you're going to have to use Guy's magical sword, probably, or a torch. Which, by the way, Guy, are you using your sword as a torch right now?
You know what? Sure.
Okay, then I will leave your aura on then.
Awesome.
Alright, move you inside here. Now, I have you in a little box for the moment so that you don't get the area spoiled. So move forward slowly here. I want you to tell me when you're going to move forward, and then we're going to do some checks as you move forward, because there's stuff to explore, and I don't want it to get like spoiled by accident, because this is kind of a labor of love for me, let's put it that way. But you do see this immediately upon entrance. Whatever, you can turn your character facing right, and you should be able to see what you can see from here. There's a lot of dynamic lighting in this place. Okay, so I have put height markers on this map. So currently you're standing at what is 40 feet relative to something. You walk into a damp cave. There's some water dripping down from the walls. There is, up above you, there is an expansive ceiling. Expansive. Really, really high. And there are these tiny little rays of light shining in. So there is actually a little bit of ambient light in this place. So you won't need dark vision once you get into the main sort of body of this cave. But for now, where you're currently standing, it's a little bit on the dark side. The ground is actually not stone. It's more of a muddy silt. And there are mushrooms growing around you everywhere.
Ooh, I would like to do a quick survival check to look for edible and or psychedelic mushrooms.
Yep, and if you want to, you can do that at advantage for knowledge on for that list of potion ingredients. So you can do it with advantage if you like.
With advantage, that's a 12.
Okay. You find a cluster of mushrooms immediately right over here. I just moved you on top of them. These ones are button mushrooms, so they are edible. They are not poisonous, and they have no alchemical value.
Okay, well, that's going in the soup. I'm going to gather me up a bunch of mushrooms.
Elvira, you are currently standing over top of another crop of something. If you want to find out what it is, you may.
Ew, what is all that green stuff? Are they berries?
If you do a check, you can find out.
Okay. I don't know you like that. 1 second. What would the check be again? Survival or nature?
Sir.
Okay.
Either of those is fine.
Nature. How? A 12? I get so dramatic when my rolls, because I do it on D&D Beyond, so I get like the fake dice that like looks like it's about to tip over to that 20, but then it doesn't.
My DC says you identify this as a form of a edible moss, but you're not sure if it has any other use. Yeah.
I'm gonna collect some.
Guy, while they're doing that, you notice a small creature ahead of you, about 30 feet ahead of you. And
I'm going to warily get 10 feet closer to it.
And Gary is... I don't have anything specific that Gary would be super interested in. What did he say? Broke up there. Would you mind repeating that, Gary? Sounds like we lost him. Okay. When he comes back, I'll pick that up where he was. What do you guys want to do? There's an area ahead of you. I can have you roll checks if you have questions about things. You're free to explore.
I want to roll. Do I roll
Yeah,
perception?
bad signal, but I'm like 5 minutes to my house.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You want to find out what that creature is, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that perception, investigation?
It's perception if you want to notice that it's there. It's investigation if you want to try to figure out what it is. But you already noticed. I basically just decided that you're passive. Noticed it. So if you want to figure out what it is, you probably want to get close and investigate.
Okay. Well, okay, yeah, let's get that close.
The other thing, I'm going to make a quick side note here. You are very, very welcome to just make checks on the side. You're like, I'm not sure if Gary would want to do that. You could roll an insight or a wisdom of some sort to decide whether or not you think a guy would do it if you want to do that. And you don't have to say anything to me. That's totally reasonable. So if you're not sure how you want to handle it, you want to let the dice handle it, you can totally do that. What is your investigation check?
Could be just +1. Yeah, just +1. 6.
Okay. You you get up there and you immediately recognize it. You're like, oh, I just couldn't tell because it was a little dark in here. It's a goat. It's just a goat.
I'm sorry, did you say goat?
Oh,
Yep.
goats! Elvira loves goats.
It was a pet, particularly roast.
She was a shepherd back in her village, or her family were shepherds. She wasn't a shepherd, but many friends, many family members.
I'm gonna see. I know Gary wants to do something, but I'm also gonna ask him. Gary, do you want to do a perception check for me too?
Wait. Can Elvira also do a perception check? She's getting
You may.
suspicious.
Yeah, you may. Yeah. I
Suspicious.
just want to include him.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Gary, you can go ahead and do it if you want to.
I know he rolled for something, but I'm not sure what it was he rolled for. Because he got a 7 on something.
Gary is gonna start muttering something to himself, but like a constant mutter.
Okay, gotcha. 22. Oh, that's an awesome roll. Okay, I'm gonna have to give you a little bit more then. Elvira, you see that there is a downed tree that's spanning a gap in the land over here, and then on the other side there's another goat, and there's a bunch more fungi and tree, and there's trees in here. Oddly enough, inside of a cave there are trees.
Odd.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, Gary, can you give me a help? You're the leader of the group, right? Do you mind going across that? You're the smallest too, and the most dexterity is. Dexterous. Do you mind going across this log here and going to see what's up over there?
I don't know if he is the most dexterous.
I think he's a cat.
He is a cat.
So Gary's gonna kind of look up when he hears himself being like talked to, and then he's gonna slowly like kind of be drifting down as he's still muttering what he was muttering before to himself. I don't know how close you are, so I don't know if you.
I'm right next to you. I'm gonna like be as comforting as possible. Like, hey man, I know it's been a long day, like, but I believe in you, and I know you got this. The rest of us are much bigger and much more clumsy. We need your cat-like reflex.
Gary's gonna hear that, and then he's gonna look at Guy for a second and kind of be like waiting to see what his
Honestly, I'm
response
worried
to that is.
there might be a trap over there, but I don't think any of us are good enough to get away from it.
Gary, you good? Gary?
How you feel, lizard boy?
Muttering that thing a little bit louder, and so you're gonna hear him. He's gonna say, "For that which I do, I would not. But that what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that I do I."
There we go.
What?
So is that a yes or no?
If then I do that which I would not, I consent. The law is good.
Guy is just kind of like gonna cock his head, look at Elvira and Petal and be like, "Guys, I think our cat broke."
I'm particularly enjoying this because I know exactly what's happening.
Great. Let's get a new one. Let's trade him in for a newer model.
I think he got one rooms, y'all.
I say we trade him in for a newer model, guys. That's
No, Petal. We need him.
Gary's
Gary.
gonna look like directly at Guy. He's gonna stop muttering, and he's gonna ask, "Am I good, or am I evil?"
That's
A little bit of both.
that's a pretty existential question there, little fella. How about this? We get through this cave right now, and then once we get somewhere and have a nice long rest, then we can talk that over. How's that sound?
Gary's gonna kind of nod and like be a little bit spacing off, but still focused enough to like clearly be getting it.
All right. Your guy's gonna like kind of lean down and like put out a hand for like a high five.
He's gonna kind of like weakly high five you.
Petal would
All
like
right.
to watch your pain.
Oh.
So, because I genuinely could only hear so much because my signal was cutting in and out. What are we doing?
So no, that was really cool role play. You're in a cave and there's this obstacle that you need to cross over, and it's kind of like a very small chasm, and there's a tree trunk over top of it. And Elvira was wondering if you would be so daring as to try going over it first, since you're the most agile.
Okay. So Gary's gonna do that, but like as he's doing it, he's gonna be scanning the area for traps and stuff.
Awesome.
So I don't know which role you'd want from me first. I assume I'm gonna have to make a couple.
You're going to need to do an acrobatics with a perception check. And that's really all that's necessary for that, I think.
Alright, let me see if I can get my phone to cooperate. Oh my goodness, I can't even.
If you want, I can click it in the dice for you and tell you what they are.
I can't. Ooh, phone, come on now. Alright, here we go. So, I'm gonna do that one. Neat.
That didn't tell me what it was.
So that
That's
was
weird.
a natural 20 on the acrobatics and a 14 for perception.
Woo! Like, unless you want to...
Gary's in the zone now.
Yeah. Do you want to explain a critical success on the crossing of a tree trunk over like a little crevasse?
Has anyone ever seen the Aristocats?
Yes.
When they're in that dance number, that everybody wants to be a cat.
So, if you've played Monster Hunter and you've seen how the Palicos can run, he's gonna like run on his all fours, but they're kind of human-esque, so like it's still kind of weird to see them do it.
Okay.
So he's gonna be like running across that and like scanning back and forth constantly. looking for traps and like looking up and all around him. And then as he gets across to the end, he's just gonna kind of like realize, oh, I'm done.
Oh, that was over fast. Your perception reveals no traps, but it does tell you this. And I'm not sure, but I think you guys should be able to see what he's revealing on the map. You encounter another goat on the other side, and there is another smaller chasm to cross up ahead of you. Except this one, it's not so much a crevasse as it is you're descending from like a cliff into a lower area. So you were previously standing on like a 40-foot high area. You're now 25 feet up. And if you were to go down the next level, you'd be down at ground level, which is 0 feet. And you see that there's like an underground river, and there are a bunch of goats down at the bottom milling around.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Evil goats as well. So, seeing that there are no evil goats, Gary is going to be satisfied with that enough to kind of like signal that people can come over safely. But he's going to use hand signals instead of like being like, "Hey, people!"
Right on. You guys may do it now that you know that it's safe and you have a guy watching for you. I would say it's going to be an easier check to cross over that log.
Dano, can I canvas this upper area one more time?
Would that be?
Yeah. Yeah, you may. Are you looking for more shrooms or something like that?
Yeah, either other fungus or other useful and/or edible plants. I'm looking to extend my. Well, really, I'm looking for some seasoning to go with some goats. That's what I'm looking for.
Sure. I want to make sure.
Sorry, that was performance.
I want to make sure I heard. It sounded like Dajo had something he was trying to say too. Did I hear correctly?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. How difficult? Yes. How difficult is that to cross over for an average person?
Well, now I would say it's like DC 8 instead of like DC 12. So it dropped.
Okay.
It dropped considerably.
In that case, Gary's going to pull out that little bit of rope that he had from earlier, and he's going to like toss it over as a just in case.
I like that.
Not even going to contemplate how much he weighs, and he's going to hold and just like stop people from falling.
Very nice. I guess I better have you guys roll your athletics or acrobatics checks then. And then I'll get to the foraging that Petal wants to do as well.
Is there anything that Gary could like step onto to make sure that he wouldn't slip while doing that?
There's like a firm patch of ground or a little rock over there, yeah. I saw a 14, that succeeded. Yeah. Whoever got the 14 is good to go.
I got a 8. Wait, what was this one? Athletics or
acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Petal.
So that's still an 8.
Petal got a 19. He does it with a flourish, and Guy succeeds, but he's probably a little bit worried as he's doing. He's a little scared, but you make it across.
Yeah, he doesn't do heights at all, so he is definitely gripping that rope as he like kind of slowly sidesteps across, and then he gets to the end and he's like, "Thank you, Gary. Thank you so much."
Yeah,
Gary's gonna salute like he would to, like, I don't know, a guard. He's like, no real contemplation of what he's actually doing. He's just like, I need to give a little bit of respect.
I see Buddy, but I think Buddy is in the tavern, isn't he?
It is hilarious that you said that because I'm walking past somebody who's named Buddy.
Anyway, Petal, if you do another one of those checks, you can figure out what these blue things are if you want, or the brown ones.
All right.
I think he's muted though. Yeah, Zach, you're muted.
Okay.
Did we?
Sorry about that. Yes.
No problem.
I got an 8.
Sex this up.
Yeah, you. These ones are poisonous.
How poisonous?
They would be ingredients on the potion list for a poison, but you're maybe not so sure the degree of how poisonous they are. It could be anywhere from just stomach ache to could die in a couple minutes. So.
Hey, Gary, you want to try something? No, I'm joking.
By the way,
Sort of.
I want to award an inspiration point to Gary because I think he deserves it. 1, he went through an existential crisis, and 2, he went across a rather dangerous crossing with the safety of his party as the main concern, and then 3, he assisted them with the rope. I feel like that is deserving of an inspiration.
Yes.
I feel like that was pretty cool. So I'm going to give you an inspiration point on roll 20. Or, I mean, D&D Beyond. So
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah, sorry. Wrong name. Petal, you also discover that these brown shrooms over here are some sort of a edible mushroom that it's used as a base in stew. They're very... if cooked wrong, you're aware that they get kind of mealy. So you want to, like, fry them so that they have some texture before you put them in the stew.
Fun fact, you know what I learned this week? I learned that mushrooms are actually more closely related to humans than they are plants. Hence why, when someone's like, oh, that's a really meaty flavored mushroom, it's because their cell walls are made of the same as some of our cell walls.
That is really strange.
You know, 55% carrot. In terms of DNA, 55% carrot. Okay?
Wait, what?
He said we're like 55% carrot.
Yeah, humans are.
In terms of DNA, you are 55% carrot.
Well, we share 55% of the same genes as carrots.
Yeah, but like, don't have some of
That's what
the
I'm
same like physical
In terms
structure.
of DNA, which is the same basis that you are using to say that mushrooms are more similar to humans than
The
plants.
carrots don't wear jeans.
Thank you, Shadow.
Finally, a voice of reason in this chaos.
I don't know. It was in the podcast I was listening to. I'll put it in the chat. I'll send it to one of y'all. But yeah, everyone's listening to it. But it was all sciencey and stuff.
Love science. Geology rocks. Okay. I'm sorry. You guys were all doing it, so I had to do it. You are on what is what I could describe as like the second stair in a grouping of 3 large stairs to go from the cave top to the cave bottom. So you're currently halfway down.
I make chemistry jokes periodically.
I'm gonna...
Do they get a good reaction with people?
Oh, stop it! Stop it! I'm gonna make a quick mention that Cassandra, who I'm not gonna put on the map, but she's gonna mention that you guys ought to... We ought to be careful because it says here in the note that the temple is guarded by something, and I don't know what it's guarded by, but I'm a little concerned about what that could mean. Hi, Duncan.
What was...
Sorry, that was my
I'm
dog.
not sure if that was Dan Wolf repeating it, or if somebody genuinely had a monster in their bedroom.
He's not
The
a
pizza
monster.
guy just knocked on the door.
Oh, how dare he!
I know.
Oh, that kind of reminds me. The other day, my mom and I were picking up like Christmas stuff, and there was like this. We walked past this dog toy section, but we didn't know it was dog toy sections, and we saw a bunch of little dog chew toys that were like UPS and FedEx mailmen.
That's funny. Okay, for the sake of time, I'm gonna ask: are you guys moving forward? I don't have.
Yes.
Okay. I just
Yes.
want to make sure I finally get you to the actual temple today for the first time in 3 sessions. Yeah, I'm not at all disappointed in myself for that. Go ahead and make some acrobatics checks to make the next crossing on the next tree trunk.
Gary. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, we're doing acrobatics checks again.
Yes, please.
Gary's
7.
7.
He's gonna kind of like leave that rope behind him as he does this.
Acrobatic. Pedal got a 24. Gary got a 10.
And
A 7 for
thank you, Granny.
Guy. And then what does Elvira get? What's Elvira's acrobatics?
What's my what?
What's your acrobatics roll?
Okay, 1 second. Ooh, my computer's gonna die.
Uh-oh. Do you want me to roll
I'm
for
good
it?
for a good bit.
Okay.
Acrobatics is 10.
Okay, I'm going to say you all succeed because the majority was a success. This is a bigger log. Like, this one's also a lot lower of a, lower to the ground, so the risk is a lot less. You end up making it down to the ground, and now you're basically, like, surrounded by foliage, water, and goats.
Listen, guys, we got to start making some decisions here because if we're going to come back through this way, we can grab a goat on the way out. I don't want to think there's going to be more goats and then not get one.
We're gonna still just a goat and preserve it during the whole thing.
Stare at Petal and not say anything, but definitely think of a lot of stuff.
I'm sorry, do you guys not like to eat fresh goat? Is that not something they do here?
Wait, are those footsteps?
Yeah,
The sound stops.
what does that do?
Petal is far too focused on these goats.
Oh, well.
Where did you hear footsteps? Oh. Okay. See, that's not fair because I can't figure out what that kind of sound is.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You guys are talking pretty loud in an echoey cavern, and you hear footsteps.
Guys, we gotta be quiet. Guys, quiet down.
So as you say that, a voice calls out, "Who goes there?" And it's kind of like I don't know how to describe it. Let's just say it's like a little bit of. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just not gonna try. Who goes there?
Just us people.
I swear to God.
What are you doing in my cave?
Gary is going to be
Looking for a
climbing the
temple.
nearest wall.
Gary's looking for the nearest wall. He wants to climb the wall.
Correct. Going up.
Spider Gary.
20 feet up. 20
Does
feet up.
whatever Gary can.
Am I within
Some more.
100 feet of a wall?
Oh, you are
Yes.
you are part of the wall now. You're 20 feet up a wall. Yep. Guys, what do you see?
It looks like a very fat man.
Cyclops. They're super buff and badass.
I can't zoom in good enough.
This one has long hair. It's a little bit shorter than you probably would have expected, and maybe not quite as muscular.
Ow, God.
It has a
We're looking
single
for,
eye coming out of its forehead.
We're looking for a temple, a very old temple.
Temple? I don't know anything about a temple. What are you doing here? It's like not really registering that you just told it why you're here.
How
We-
far am I from said Cyclops?
You
40
are.
feet. 40.
Is that taking into account the height?
Oh no, it's not. Someone do the trig.
Pythagorean theorem, go!
20 feet up, it's 53.
Yeah, we'll go with 50. We'll go with 50.
And I am ballparking. Well, I'm trying to do trig in my head.
It's like 45 feet.
I was gonna say 50 anyway.
Yeah.
Because
It's
it
45
don't
feet.
matter. Not okay. 45. You're 45 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, so the
What are the
Cyclops.
chances I can climb on the ceiling?
That is like probably 150 feet up.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, you're in a really tall cave right now.
Does the wall that I'm on, does it slope down, or is it just like wham straight?
It's
and then,
practically
like 90 degree.
practically straight up.
Okay, so it's just like man-made wall, just straight down.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This
Well, that's not gonna work.
Cyclops is going to walk a little bit closer to you in a non-menacing manner, and as it gets closer, you notice that it is a female Cyclops. It is not male, and the reason. I don't think that Cyclopses have like a difference in voice because they're kind of like giants. But it's a little bit fairer, I guess you could say. But anyway, she asks what you. She hasn't gotten an answer to what you're doing in the cave, and so she gestures, and the goats actually move aside. They flock over to one side of the cave, and they start grazing on some food that's over there instead. She says, "Stay away from my livestock."
That was the plan, right, Petal?
Yeah, sorry. I mean, they look like good goats, but I didn't know they were yours. So no worries.
I will let you
Garrett's gonna like
pass.
smile to himself, but I don't think he's too far for anyone to notice. Also, now gonna sneaky climb kind of behind the Cyclops, but not doing anything in particular except for like spider climb, even on the ground.
Okay, that's fine. It's going to take you like a good minute or two to do that. Maybe
Yeah,
even a
that's
little
fine.
bit longer, but yeah, you could totally do that if you wanted to.
I thought the Cyclops was 40 feet away. How is it gonna take me a minute?
I'm being
Well, you're going on the wall, right?
I'm being kind of generous.
Going 20 feet down, and then
Oh,
because a minute's 10 turns.
Yeah.
So I'm moving 5 feet per turn.
It's a long.
No, if you're spider climbing all the way around the cavern to get behind the Cyclops.
Yeah.
What is between me and the Cyclops in terms of terrain?
Big open space.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is the Cyclops facing me?
You're
Yeah, kind of.
it was you basically have to go like 30 to 40 degrees in a circle around her in order to get behind
Okay.
her.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, Gary's just gonna go he's either climbing on the ground. He's just still gonna be like going fast, but just sneaky climb.
Yeah.
You know, even on the ground behind it until it's behind the Cyclops.
Okay.
Ma'am, may we have your name, please?
She says, I don't remember my name. It's been a long time since I left the clan, the tribe. They kicked me out, and I've been alone ever since. I don't get anyone to talk to.
Oh,
Well, Petal is very
He's
interested
somehow
now.
introducing himself as nobody.
So, tell me about your clan. Tell me about your. Are you? Is this like? Are you from around this area?
She says that she's from a clan of Cyclopses that were on the coastline, on the northern coast, and that they've been around for generations. Actually, she's really well studied. If you guys don't know the lore of it, the female Cyclops kind of like they carry on the oral tradition, oral history, traditionally, and the male Cyclopses kind of just like brutishly fight for whoever's going to be in charge, and then they basically have one job, besides knowing the history, and that is to, have children. And so basically, if they fail at that, they get kind of outcast. So she says that she was there for many years and served the chief very well, and then there was a terrible accident and they banished her, and so this was the only place where she could find refuge, and she's managed to get some livestock together, and she's usually not bothered, and this is the first time anyone's ever come into her cave. And,
Let's not make the game really before then. Alright, toodles, bye!
She kind of comes off as a really as an oddly peaceful Cyclops. Like she doesn't actually want to hurt you. She's not carrying any weapons or anything.
Yeah.
Still making my way back behind her.
Petal is going to ask her if she knows about the kobolds.
Oh yeah, sometimes they're a problem when I go out for food. They don't taste too bad if you ask me. In a pinch.
So, would you be opposed to us taking them out? Because they kind of started some stuff with us.
Well, that wouldn't bother me. I would very much like to save the meat. It's hard to come by. It's very difficult.
Okay.
Otherwise, I have to hunt. And I don't really like hunting. Much rather stay
Am I
here.
behind her now?
Yes, you are behind her, yeah.
Gary's gonna offer up the gloves, which he's now realizing are still on him.
You're gonna offer the
He's gonna be
gloves?
like, yeah, the cobalt gloves.
She turns and stares at you with one eye, which kind of looks like it's straining. Like she can't really see all that well. She has no idea what you're handing her.
Gary's gonna say, I don't have a lot of meat.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought I smelled something. It smells foul.
Yeah, he always smells like that.
They've been on his hands for half a day too, so pick your power, pick your poison.
Yeah, I am not the uncivilized type. I actually have made quite a home of this place. Don't go messing it up.
We won't. We're just passing through. We're looking for a temple, so like a big stone structure of sorts. Probably hidden deep within the cave somewhere.
Yes. She points in. I'm gonna draw it here. She points in this direction and says that you want to go that way, because there is a passageway that you can go through. It's very hard for her to move through there. She has to really bend over in order to fit. So she has rarely gone in there and has certainly not gone the full length. But she says this is the only other way out of the cave.
All right, so we get to pass into this tunnel. I said we go thank you. We say thank you so much. If we find anything good, I'll bring something back your way. I hope we cross paths again.
Okay. She says, well,
Gary's gonna nod and then like spider crawl along the ground with the party out wherever they go.
Spider cat. Spider cat.
She asks when you're going to be coming back, because if you want to hunt the kobolds, then she definitely wants to be a part of that.
Well, it kind of depends on how long it takes us to find the temple, but yeah, we'll probably be coming back through.
We'll definitely be sure to hit you up if we do.
Very well. I must tend to my animals. Farewell, short people. She lumbers over to the goats and starts like hand feeding them foliage, and they come on over. They don't seem to care at all that she's huge. If you want to go that way, I would like to have you roll a very easy perception check, at least one of you, and I will tell you something.
Ooh, I'll roll.
Okay.
Where did Petal go? I lost Petal.
18.
Wait, what are we rolling?
Perception. 18's good. Oh, there's Petal. You were like outside of the map. There's a chest right next to the entrance.
Ooh.
Well, that's probably not ours.
Does it look like a Cyclops chest, or does it look like it's abandoned?
It's covered in cobwebs.
Okay, not
answers that
currently being
question.
utilized.
Not being utilized.
I'd like to check it with thieves' tools. I would like to check it with thieves' tools to see if it's like trapped or locked or anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's.
Gary's gonna spider climb like right next to him while he does that. He's just gonna like peek over his shoulder while he's doing it the whole time.
I like this. Whatever the check is for the using the tools, go ahead and do that.
It shows too. He got it too.
Oh, I didn't get it.
What? Okay.
Did you get? What is it?
Sorry, it's a 7 total.
Okay.
Garbage roll.
So you're using that to check and see if it's trapped, not to open it, correct?
Yeah, I just want to see if it's locked or trapped.
You believe it is untrapped and unlocked.
Right, then I'm going to open it.
Okay. It kind of
Gary's gonna shift over.
creaks as it opens, and it kind of releases a little bit of a dust cloud. As the cloud dissipates, you see a very dusty bottle down in the bottom, and also a little ring.
I want to investigate both of those things.
Okay. In tasting the potion, you hazard a guess that it is it reminds you of a time where you walked into a potion shop and you tested you kind of like smelled the aroma of a specific, very rare kind of potion that is very expensive, and it was called the Potion of Clairvoyance. And then the ring.
He's gonna try and steal the ring.
Negative, sir.
Oh, do we need a contested skill check here?
Listen, unless you want to get killed in your sleep, don't mess with me. I'll do it. I'm like 2-0 on Nazis. I'm good.
All you know about the ring is it's a gold ring with a little emerald embedded in it. You can't tell anything else at the moment. You might need to bring it to an expert to learn further.
Okay.
Beyond that, it is practically sitting in the doorway to a tunnel.
All right.
Gary attempts to steal the ring without being noticed.
Contested, sleight of hand to perception check, please. Where's Elvira?
Oh.
Can't find Elvira's character on this sheet. It went missing. Where did she go?
Where has Elvira gone?
Can I get advantage because I know Gary's shifty?
Gary has never been shifty before.
I'm moving these characters. Leave these characters here, please. I'm trying to find Elvira.
I'm trying to find them.
Oh.
No, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'll just grab a copy of Elvira. Whatever. I don't
Oh
understand.
no, our Elvira died. Time to get the cloning machine.
I don't understand the
Copy and
advantage
paste.
request. I'm sorry. Could you explain it one more time?
No, it was a bogus request.
Oh, okay. All right. See what if you're gonna do it, make your checks then.
Yeah, I got a 10
I
on my
rolled my
perception.
sleight of hand.
What was your sleight of hand? 10 to a 17. So 17 would succeed, I guess.
So is that my 17 or his?
You have the 17, from what I saw.
Okay, I'm going up the wall now.
Oh my goodness. This is where, if we were in a different system, I would give you negative morality for that.
It's okay. See, Petal doesn't know that you took it, but you were the only one that even saw that it was there. And he hasn't talked to anybody about it, so he's pretty sure it's you anyways. So just sleep tight, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. But I know something about my character that you don't right now. So, anyway, 40 feet up the wall. You heard me. 2 turns, 40 feet.
Well, if you're doing that, everyone else is going down the tunnel, then you're alone.
Yep, that's okay.
You're alone as the others walk through what is a very short tunnel back out into the woods on the other side. But this time, they are surrounded by a rock face, which makes this a dead end, and facing them is a building. Oh. I forgot. I set it up so that when you would enter, it would play music in here, but I think I'm going to shut that off, actually, because it's kind of loud. So we can ignore that. It was a good idea when I thought of it. Just up ahead of you, there's a hunter with the bow. He is in what you would call crouch, I guess, and he is very cautiously walking up the steps. Except that he heard you exit, and so he he stops and he turns around and he looks at you. Holds his finger to his mouth like shh. Turns back and disappears out of your sight. What can you do? Gary is not here right now. You can leave a message after the beep. But the rest of you are here. You are staring at what Cassandra is going to proclaim as the Temple of Thrond, though she can't be entirely sure.
Are we gonna hear a bunch of people chanting Thrond, 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 Thrond?
No, unfortunately not. I'm trying to remember what the actual chant is. It's what is the name of the battle? The
Grond.
Grond. It's Grond.
Grond.
That's right.
Grond. Grond.
I like it. That's funny. Nice addition. Since you guys aren't doing anything, I'm gonna go ahead and have this happen. You hear the sound of a labored animal in pain, and then all of a sudden a very gentle thud. Okay, no one's gonna do anything.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, I'd like to pop up around the corner and take a look at what's going on.
Okay. I was like, wow, didn't realize I was that.
And I'm gonna go the opposite direction of him.
Cool.
I'm
okay.
gonna be right behind Petal.
Awesome. Cassandra's gonna stick with Elvira, I guess. Gary, are you still hiding?
Hey, Dan.
Yes.
Direct message.
Okay.
Is there actually something right in front of me?
Yeah, it's a person.
Like a person?
Yeah, that's the hunter that we just saw.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry. One more time, I had to respond to something.
Oh no, I was making sure I was saying that right. I forgot we were from the hunter end of the thing.
Okay, yes.
So there is a person in front of me.
There is a person in front of you. He's just a hunter. He's just hunting game. In fact, he's up here now. And because as you poke around the corner, I don't know if you can see because there's no light and you don't have a torch. But those with dark vision can see. Actually, I'm gonna grant you guys a torch because through the hunter, because he has a torch in order to see the game that he just killed. What just happened? Did that even work? I don't think that worked. Oh. There we go. There we go. Everything in the yellow is lit up by that hunter. You see a dead deer on the ground and he is currently starting to gut it. He doesn't really care that you're here. He doesn't really say anything. He's just here. Sorry. You're in a temple. You have areas to explore.
Okay, but okay. Petal, what do you think we should do here?
I say we keep exploring, and just make sure you keep your drawstrings on your coin pouch nice and tight. There's a easy little varmint running around here somewhere.
Okay.
Go ahead and move your character freely around in this map. It is totally fine to freely move on this map.
Is that hunter guy still there?
Yeah, he's just busy cleaning his kill.
What is his kill?
Ooh, I'm gonna go up
It's a deer.
on top up here.
He killed a
Since
deer.
you're looking for an altar, right?
Yes, you are.
Is this an altar or is this a couch?
It's
Why not both?
it is an altar at the moment. It doesn't look like one because I didn't make this map. Something of note sticks out to you as you are standing there. I think you should probably be able to see it. I'm going to give you what you see. You find a note on the ground.
The key is found within your head. Use the key to paint me red. Be aware of what you spurn, for what you give shall be returned.
Now, currently, he's the only one who sees that.
I will memorize it and then burn it. No.
All
I'll
right.
tuck it in my pocket.
You've got a riddle. Cassandra's moved up a little bit. She's got a torch out because otherwise she won't be able to see anything.
I'm gonna go over to the hunter and I'm gonna like kind of wave, kind of give a low hello. Hello there.
You finally woken up.
Yes, you finally woken up. He says, yeah, yes, hi, I'm busy. Do you want to help? You can keep the antlers if you want them. I don't need those.
Oh, sure, thank you.
It's got
I'm gonna help him, I guess.
a nice, like, 5-point rack on his head.
Cool. Neat. I get free antlers. Okay. Do I need to like roll to help him?
I suppose you could do like a survival check if you want, but he's doing most of the work.
Okay.
So it wouldn't.
I'm also gonna ask him what his name is. How did he? What is he doing here?
He gives you a very exotic sounding name that's hard to pronounce, and he says that I'm just hunting for food for my village. Yes. Petal, Cassandra's joining you, by the way, as you explore.
I was going to show the note to Cassandra. You seem like you kind of got a head for this kind of stuff. Looks like some sort of riddle, or at least some sort of coded message. I think the bit about what you give out when you return it, that sounds to me like a reflect spell trap or something. But the rest of it, I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for her so that I don't kind of meta this too much. It's kind of hard.
That's fair.
Let's see. Oh, I apparently just love insight checks, apparently. I don't know if that's really the most fitting one. What do you guys think? Insight?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think so. Alright, she rolls a 7. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. She says, well, the thing that gets me is the red part. What? The key is found within your head. Use the key to paint me red. Like, what's in your head that's red?
Blood?
Yeah, that's all I can think of, too, which is a little eerie sounding. What was the second part again? She asks you.
Let me fish out that document real quick, like.
I love these notes. They're so handy.
Where to go? Mysterious note. The key is found within your head. Use the key to paint me red. Be aware of what you spurn, for what you give shall be returned. Okay. That sounds like some sort of like reflect spell trap to me, but I don't actually know.
Yeah, do you want to do a insight check on your own to try to see if
I would love to.
If your intuition on that is accurate?
How does a 7 do me?
That's I rolled the DC earlier because I had forgotten to come up with one, and that passes. So you're like your intuition is correct, if perhaps maybe a little bit tangential, maybe a little bit on the a tiny bit misunderstood, but you got the right sense. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
There is something that will happen. That should be. You should just be cautious. I guess your takeaway from this is something is going to happen at the end of the painting red, and you should just be aware that it may not be very, very fun. It may be kind of dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I investigate this room that we're in now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all solved the riddle yet?
I was working on it. 16.
I think we'll figure out a way there. Yeah, I got a 16, sorry.
You see a couple bones from dead animals, and there also are paw prints in the dust on the floor heading north of your direction. They're not huge, but they're not small either.
I'm going to point out to everybody there's definitely something living in here. And on that point, I'm going to get on top and get on the back of Shark Khan and further conduct my investigations from Tigerback.
Have Shark Khan do a roll with advantage for perception.
Okay, what is his perception? It's something.
Just because he's got heightened senses that I think would really play in here.
Okay, perception is +5.
Dang. Oh, he's good.
For a total of 9.
And the thing gets... yeah, he doesn't notice anything.
It's okay, buddy. We can't all be batting 1,000.
If you want to spend some time thinking about the document, say like an hour to sit and stew over it, to just really think like what in the world could it mean, you will get another check on another
We
insight
kind of
check.
stew on it while we explore the rest of this
Roll
area.
a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, Constitution saving throw.
Just him?
Just him.
That'll be a gentleman's 8.
Yeah, you. My roll was terrible. You get jumped by a wolf. It misses, but now starts attacking you.
I think Shark Khan's gonna jack him up.
Yeah, let's see what he does. There's no
Roll
need
the-
for initiative. We'll just do. You roll, then I'll roll, then you roll, then I roll. Unless anyone
Wait,
else
do
wants
the
to-
rest of us see the wolf?
Nobody else has moved up, so you guys like wouldn't know unless you had moved up. And I'm assuming, Guy, you're still helping the hunter, right?
Yep, I'm still helping him.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 1d8 plus 3. No, 1d10 plus 3 for a bite attack. 1, 2. That'll be 10 points of damage total.
Okay. The wolf falls down to the ground, panting, and no longer able to move, and it has a steady stream of blood flowing from it. It is prone, and it has lost all will to fight. It's whimpering.
I am going to cast Cure Wounds
Really?
at first level and see what happens.
Okay.
So that is a touch spell, so I have to get off of Sharkan and go over and touch the wolf.
Okay. Are you including
And it
any
will-
animal handling in that?
What?
Are you including any animal handling in this?
If you would like me to roll animal handling, I absolutely will.
You can if you'd like. I don't want to
Okay.
control you.
That's an 11 for my animal handling check.
Okay.
Um,
It does not try to bite you.
Alright, then I'm going to heal it for 4 points.
4
4
points.
hit points.
Okay. The wolf's expression goes from pain to confusion. It definitely still has a bit of a limp, but it stands up now, and its ears are kind of like flattened, and its eyes are opened okay, it's confused and it's a little scared now. Instead of angry and wanting to fight you, it's more like I don't understand what happened, but I don't want to be here anymore. And it starts like limping past you very slowly towards the exit.
Yeah, I'm going to let it go. For sure.
It passes Cassandra, same dealio, passes Elvira and the hunter and Guy. Since there's more people there, it's a little bit more scared, and it is lost to sight to you guys.
Unfortunate.
Yep. There's a puddle of blood where it was on the ground. It's kind of.
Ooh, something red, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Cassandra
can I like...
is like, maybe we should try something with this blood.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, maybe we should, like, I don't know, soak some up on a cloth or get some in a bottle or something. Save it for whatever the test is.
She's like, you got some vials from that potion master, right?
I did get some vials from that potion master. I'd like to... What kind of check do I need to scoop blood into a vial off the ground?
0 checks, because it would be boring to explain a failure. That's my rule, is if I cannot explain the failure in an interesting way, there is no check for it, because why would I do it, you know?
Your vial breaks.
Your vial breaks. Oh, how exciting.
Vial breaks. You
No.
now have...
Cassandra is going to go, however, and tell Elvira and Guy, you two should come up here. I think we might have a solution for getting.
Am I done with my hunter friend yet?
You wouldn't be, I know from experience, but he did hack off the antlers and hand them to you, so that you could move on. Cleaning a deer it takes like 2 hours. I mean, if you want to be there for like 2 hours, then yeah, you could. I'm just speaking from experience here.
But my job's not done. I said I would help him.
You are loyal to a fault, Guy.
Yeah. So Guy's gonna be like, I'll be along in a little bit. I would also like to ask my exotically named friend, since you haven't given me his name. I'm gonna ask him
what his family is, where he lives, how much money he makes, what his career is, all these things that I don't have answers for, right?
Well, okay. So he lives here in Chult, right?
Yes, he's from.
He has to live here in Chult.
Yes. Yep.
So how did you get to this place, past the kobolds and the cyclops?
Oh, he said I have a secret path in here that only wildlife follow. I've spent a long time finding it. I'm not giving it away.
Fair enough.
but I do appreciate your help. Please go on. I can sense that the pseudo god that is running this adventure does not want the party to be split, so please leave.
Railroading.
I'm not railroading you. You want to stick around with an NPC that was merely flavor text.
All right, guy is gonna take that as a sign that his help is not wanted, and he's going to leave. And he's gonna go find the rest of the party.
I think Petal's going to try to put some of this blood on the altar.
So what does this do?
Yeah, that exactly.
Okay. You find some carvings on the altar. What do you call them? Relief carvings that were made with a chisel. And as you put blood on there, it seeps into the carvings and starts to flow down these little channels and disappears into a little crack. And you hear the drip, drip, drip. And all of a sudden, you hear and the altar in front of you recedes down into the ground and opens up a stairway instead of a doorway that goes down in underneath the floor that you're standing on.
Okay. I'm gonna wave the trustworthy members of the group over. And hey, I think I found the way.
Yeah, that looks like a secret passage. Good job, man. Hey, has anyone seen Gary around?
I don't know. Check your pockets.
Why?
I can't prove it, but I suspect he stole from me recently.
That doesn't sound like Gary.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. We're going to move you into the next map. Oh, I need your your characters might be on there already. Okay, so this is now, I apologize for the art difference. Oh, good. You are here. Okay, so I'm going to put you here. These are the three of you that are in control right now. It's not snapped to grid because this is an actual piece of paper from a book I bought, and then I scanned it in, so you won't be able to snap to the grid, unfortunately. You are not facing that direction, though. You are facing this way. Whoa. What is going on? What do you guys think? What do you want to do?
I would like to start looking around for this bow that's supposed to be hidden here.
Okay. You have for sure entered a temple. The stone walls are roughly hewn, and there are the occasional exotic, not runes, I guess they could be called runes, carved into the wall. Something that you guys clearly cannot read. This place looks very ancient. It's been
What is
shut
this
away.
pile of stuff in the middle?
Say again?
What's the pile of stuff in the middle?
Yeah, that's so there are a bunch of vines, and then this is a mound of dirt that a bunch of rats are scurrying out of as you walk past. That's what this little thing
Pretty
is.
suspicious.
Yeah, a bunch of rats. As you are moving through the room, you startle some birds, which come flying out, some ravens, and then they exit the tunnel behind you. And the rats are gone. Okay, so Petal, you are standing by a door. Oh, hang on. Pause for a second, guys. I need to check something.
He thinks Gary is up to tricks.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Okay. You are at a door. The door is shut, and it does have a door handle. It's a wooden door with metal reinforcement, rivets going through it. The thing, it has seen better days. One of the hinges is quite rusty, and there are all manner of cobwebs over it. Is he muted?
Who?
Oh, I thought that maybe Zach was muted.
Right. I'm going to walk up to the rusty door and kind of push it open.
Oops.
Can I do that?
I knocked something over. Sorry, I knocked something over in real life. The door doesn't push open exactly. It's got a door handle you got to turn.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going to turn the door handle and push it open, and then I'm going to have my shield on my other arm, kind of like up in front as I open the door.
Okay. You hear as the door slowly swings open, that rusty hinge making a loud racket, and you have. Let me change this here. You can now see into the room. Immediately on the other side of the door, there is a dense cobweb that was disturbed by the door being opened.
Okay. Probably don't want to slash that with my fire sword. I'm just gonna like brush it out of the way then and signal people behind me to move in.
Okay. Upon entrance, who went in first?
Me?
Okay, guy. Roll a roll a strength saving throw.
That is 14.
Okay. One moment, please. Okay. Does a 16 go through your armor class?
It's right at my armor class, so
So
no.
So that would be a no. Okay.
If it meets your armor class, then it does go through, unfortunately.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Usually I give ties to the player, but if there's an actual rule on that, then I'm going to have to supersede that rule. I mean, not supersede the rule, supersede my house rule, that is.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I
Eli.
want to be the guy.
No, even me, I know that if it meets or exceeds, it hits.
Yeah, meet or exceeds. You're right. That's dumb.
Sorry.
Okay, so you're going to take 4 piercing damage and 5 poison damage as you are immediately engulfed by a giant wolf spider that bites you.
Oh gosh.
It dropped down from the ceiling on top of you. You succeeded a strength saving throw and you were not knocked over, but it did bite you.
Okay, and so how much is that again?
It was
Total of 9.
4 piercing and 5 poison.
Okay.
Oh, I guess that does. You don't have any poison. Okay, so just 9 damage.
Okay.
um, I love my music. I'm such a music nerd. Okay. You are welcome to return fire. Let me actually
Yes,
put
I
it
would
on-
like to. I would like to literally return fire by drawing my flaming sword and stabbing the sucker.
Okay. You may do so.
That is a 16.
That hits.
Okay, and then that is a 8.
8 damage. Now, what was the status effect for the fire again?
Status effect for fire was 3 turns of 1d4 fire damage.
Okay.
Provides light within 10 feet.
So then I will roll. Okay, so your one strike actually ends up killing the beast because on its next turn, the fire ends up finishing it.
Oh, wonderful.
So that was the spider guarding the door. You are out of initiative now. You weren't ever really in it, but you're out of it now. Just gonna do nothing.
I mean, I sent you a DM.
Oh my gosh, this is not working for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Where
do
would be a good
Elvira
spot to send
or
you?
I gotta say, Dajo, I know you want to be stealthy about it, and that I like that idea, but I'm having difficulty keeping track of everything because there's so many moving parts.
Okay. So, like I said, where would you like me to have it?
I'm trying to interpret what you said.
Because I think.
Move.
Well, it depends on how far back that.
I mean, basically at this point, if you were able to see the map, you would be like within 15 feet of the rest of the party, and it kind of, based on what you said earlier, I have a confliction now. I don't know what you want.
Right. That's why he's abandoning that for this moment to do.
Okay. All right. So you're in the cave then too.
are Elvira and Petal gonna do anything? You guys are muted, by the way.
Well, yeah. I kind of want to look around. I mean, I don't know how much there's to check out on the giant wolf spider, but
Okay.
doorway or oh shit, it's a doorway.
Yeah, there is a doorway ahead of you. Okay. Well, I appreciate that we dropped to that 100-foot rule because that was what I was having trouble making work. So I can work with this.
Okay.
I can work with this. Petal, as you walk through the door up the very short steps, I guess it's a doorway. There isn't really a door there. You notice a blood splatter on the ground. There's a couple rats running about, and there's some puddles of water on the ground. To your right, immediately where you are here, there is a door.
Ooh, I'm definitely gonna check the door.
Okay. What exactly do you mean by check the door? Just so I understand.
I want to like kind of listen on the other side, see if I hear anything moving around, and then kind of slowly open the door and try to like see what's going on.
Oh, I like the listening part. Yeah. Roll for the perception on that, and then I'm just going to tell you straight up, the door is locked, so you are not able to open it.
Okay, let me roll my perception. 11 on perception.
You maybe hear something. You're not entirely certain.
I would like to try and pick the lock.
Okay. Let's see how you do.
That'll be an 18.
That is not enough.
Not enough, huh?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'm going to call over Guy. Be like, hey, you want to help me shoulder down this door? There's probably something on the other.
Absolutely. I'm going
Elvira,
to
what do you want to do? I want to make sure you're
walk over
included.
there and
And right behind Pedal.
what is it to shoulder down the door? Athletics?
Are you, what exactly do you mean? Like you're trying to break the door down?
I
Yeah.
guess.
Okay, that would be a strength of some sort, I guess. What's the strength one?
I'm here for backup if they need it.
Athletics.
Okay. Just as long as I'm not leaving you out, Liz. I don't want to leave you out.
You're fine.
Gary, currently there are no containers in this room that you know of. You did find some. You were able to find 2 pounds of spider silk
11.
on the wolf spider, though.
Yeah. I'm just trying to avoid specifically that being known to the party, but yeah, alright.
I can only do so much, man. Like, I'm trying. That's all I could say. I'm trying, man.
Okay. Okay, here we go. I got an idea.
What was
I'm
the
gonna
check for shouldering the
slightly-
door?
11.
11.
Can I offer him advantage by like helping?
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Still 11.
Unfortunately, not enough. It's a tough door.
Hmm.
Can I just give it a shot for turds and giggles?
Sure. What do you?
All right.
What do you mean by give it a shot?
No, try and like do it like a athletics or strength or whatever.
Oh,
They can't
yeah.
get the door.
Yeah, sure.
It was athletics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. From where he's at,
It's a
Gary
move.
would like to drop a portable ram on the ground and then go back to his hiding spot.
A portable ram?
Like, do that little circle. Yep, I have one on me.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Guys, you all of a sudden find a portable ram on the floor.
Can I give it another quick crack with my thieves' tools?
Yeah.
Okay. And if I can't get to work this on, then we can try bashing the door down again. 16, so no.
No, that's not enough. Sorry.
All right, I guess we're using the ram.
I did not know that existed.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you have that on you?
Player's handbook. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
I mean, I've had it for a while, but I never had a reason for it until now.
I had no idea. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. I might have missed something. Did someone say something and I didn't respond?
Oh yeah, they were going to bash the door down with the portable ram.
Okay, go ahead, give it a shot.
What is that? Just like a advantage on athletics or
You
what?
get a +4 on whatever on your strength check. So it would be athletics +4. That's
That would be a dirty 20 for me.
Unfortunately, the door breaks.
Yay!
Come on, guys. Work with me here. Okay. However, immediately upon making that noise, you hear a sound coming down the tunnel from north of you, which would be to Petal's left, and you also open the door to see this. Oh, you can't see it because I didn't remove the. I didn't remove the wall. You see this? It's a creature facing you down, and it immediately. Well, actually, no. I would say it's probably stunned because it got hit by the door, so it's going to miss a turn. But it is in your path.
Does my action do? So in the I would label under actions with hopefully easier.
So
Does my action two? How does it play out?
your action 2 would be complicated by the door and the zombie that is standing in the doorway, which is at the bottom of the steps. So you would have to push past. You.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no chance about it. I'm right in front of that now. Can I make a couple of attacks with my daggers and hopefully do something at least?
I think so. Petal's also in that space, so you're gonna be like exactly.
I
next
would
to
have
him.
gone on to do what I was wanting to do, but now there's there's nothing I can do about it. I'm already there.
Right. You are free to. All of you are free to attack, actually, because the zombie is stunned. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm definitely making a longbow attack then.
Whoa.
So I had a 9 and a 17.
Longbow attack? Aren't you right? Aren't you right in front of it?
I was thinking that too.
Yes, I am.
Hang on. The 9 was the attack roll?
9 was one of them, and 17 was the other.
Oh, so you're making 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So both daggers stabbing.
That's
Yeah.
right.
All right.
Both of those hit.
I rolled a 20 to attack with my fire sword.
Okay, so you can double your damage, guy.
Awesome.
Petal, what did Petal get?
I got a 21.
Looks like I did 23 damage.
Okay, so none of this matters because Gary just comes up and slaughters the thing. But thankfully, the animator did not suffer a fatal heart attack, and 2 skeletons show up immediately as this happens. I had this plan.
And I attack them instead with the attack that I.
You absolutely could. You all could.
Okay.
So
So
after your attack, let's enter initiative.
okay.
Okay.
So I double my damage or double my dice.
I like to do double damage.
Okay,
Where's
I
my-
deal 16 damage. I rolled the 20.
Okay, fine. You kill it. Guys.
No, just one guy.
Well, you really you really took me off guard here. Oh, now
To be fair, I was not planning on attacking, so.
No, it's totally cool. I'm not bothered at all. I'm just like I was not ready for you guys to try to break down the door.
I'm sorry, were you not supposed to do that?
What did anyone else want to repurpose their attack roll on the second skeleton?
Yeah, I'll repurpose my dirty 21.
Yeah. What's your damage?
Let me roll that. 9 damage.
Okay, that's much more reasonable. He's only mostly hurt. I'm not irritated at all. I'm just kind of laughing at how this totally this is a total dumpster fire of what I had planned. Okay, so go. Please roll your initiatives, guys. Though Elvira may attack if she wanted to. Since
Oh, sorry, I was not.
since I gave everybody else an attack, she might as well finish off the skeleton for me.
I got 17 anyway, so.
All right. How much damage does that
We're
do?
rolling initiative now.
Well, you may not have to if she finishes this up.
Let me roll my attack.
Let's see what her damage is, because then I'll know.
Firebolt. Oh my. You've got to be kidding me. Only a 9.
No, he dead.
Alright, but he is dead?
He's dead. All right. Keep your initiative rolls because one more monster has decided to show up. I promise I did have him lined up. I just didn't expect him to be coming out like this. Minotaur skeleton. This guy's a little bit bigger than the other ones. He's got a little bit more health too. What's everybody's initiative? I got a 7.
8.
8 for Guy.
Gary has 18.
18 for Gary. Pedal?
6.
6. And Elvira did get a 17, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Like a ball.
Alright, Gary, you're first.
Gary darts out the room to go back to the other room that they were in.
Oh,
And
okay.
as far as his movement, we'll let him go.
That's like, you could practically leave the temple if you wanted to.
Yeah. To the point where he's out of sight. That's his main goal right now.
Ah, okay, that's a lot easier. Alright, you are out of sight, out of mind. That brings us to Elvira. Elvira. Hello?
Well,
Did we-
I'm just gonna do Chaos Bolt just for fun. Whoa!
Does that have a splash radius?
A what?
Does that have a splash radius?
No.
Okay. What was...
16 to hit.
I apparently didn't pull up the stat block, so 16 is enough, yeah.
And that is 15 points of damage.
What kind of damage does it do?
I always forget how to do that. 1 second.
just pick one of the dice and tell me what it is. 2d8. Let's say poison damage.
Poison?
Yeah.
He is immune.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. I just. Hold on. How am I supposed to know? I just pulled one out of my butt.
Well, that's what you said, though.
Well, I'll take it from this point.
Okay, so the one you take the last one.
Well, I can look up what Chaos Bolt does.
That was 7.
Chaos Bolt does... I think it's energy damage.
Yeah.
No, it changes. Chaos Bolt changes based on your roll. So usually you take the last die, and then
So
that determines the damage type. So
it says you can roll a d8, and there's a table for that. So if you roll
It's the first damage.
acid. So you did how much acid damage to him then?
15 points.
Good grief. Okay. All right. Well, you did it. I'm glad I asked. Okay. You may move if you want to. Now it is Guy's turn.
Hey. I'm okay. So everyone is in their current positions, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing on the map that needs to be changed or altered.
No, you are in the correct spots.
There
Okay.
we go. I'm set.
I am going to grab. Well, I'm gonna use my fire sword and I'm gonna kill or attack the thing.
I'm gonna kill him. A little presumptuous, aren't you?
90.
That hits.
Actually, that's more of a 22.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
Yay. And then 6.
This has been quite the wild card of a session for me. Like, not, It's not like really not what I expected, but it's definitely spiced it up for me. It's been interesting.
Hang on.
I haven't quite like known how to handle some of this, but I kind of like that.
Give me a second.
Okay,
I need
while
to...
you're having your second, we're gonna have Petal just go ahead and do his thing then, if you'd like.
Alright, I will use my last spell slot to cast Hunter's Mark.
Hunters.
Bonus action. Then I will attack with my longbow. Does a dirty 20 hit?
It does.
Okay,
That'll be 13 points of damage total.
Minus 13. Did you figure it out, Guy?
do I just add, do I add my proficiency bonus to damage, or just my
No, just
ability?
just whatever it says on your attack. So
Well,
for instance, the great axe that the skeletal minotaur has, it has a +6 to hit, reach of 5, one target, and it does 2d12 plus 4 slashing damage. So it says that in the attack. So that's what your weapon will say. Something like that.
Well, no, it won't, because I had to put that together by hand.
So what's your strength, though?
My strength bonus is +1.
Okay, so then whatever you're going to roll, whatever you know your damage die is it a D?
It's a D8.
It's a D8, so you're going to roll a D8 plus 1 for your sword damage. And then...
okay, yeah, so I deal 7 damage. Plus the 3 turns of 1d4 5.
Okay, that won't apply yet till his next turn.
Yep.
I might need your help remembering that. Oh, actually, no, that's going to be right now because we went slightly out of order, and the skeleton that gets 4 points of fire damage.
Yes.
Okay, and it is going to charge Petal.
Is Petal standing next to me?
He's standing adjacent to you. I guess that's sort
Okay.
of next to.
I would like to use my protection ability to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Oh, that sucks. Ah! An 8, I'm assuming, does not hit.
Not even close, Big Shoots.
Ah!
Yes!
You foiled it. Well, actually, he got a 6 on his best roll, so that wouldn't have been that much better. Okay, well, you are fine, I guess. Let's see here. Make sure.
I kind of like sidestep and smack him to the side.
Still,
so he like runs off.
Well, he still has to succeed a DC 14 strength saving throw. So, in order to not get pushed or knocked, pushed
It's a
and knocked.
DC 14 strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, is that only if the attack hits?
No. Because
Okay.
he's still charging. He's just basically what you did is you prevented any damage from occurring, but he still
I
has.
got a 17.
Okay, you somehow meet this powerful beast with no issue.
I'm afraid of no giant skeleton minotaur monster of death. Actually, I'm a little bit scared. Yeah.
Where to go?
It maybe something to do with losing all of its muscles, but
Yeah,
the thing is not as strong as it used to be for some reason. Yeah, it runs into you. Let's just say like one of its knee socket pops out of joint momentarily, and it kind of like loses its its stance, and kind of falls a bit, and then recovers itself, and it just stands there. Which brings us to Gary, who is not in the room, but he can be if he wants.
Yes, but I do want to take my turn.
I'm not skipping you.
So, okay. So, I can take my turn, yeah?
Yeah.
How far away from said Minotaur am I? Roughly.
I will find out. Oh, wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gary's gonna rush in and smash one of his flasks of oil on the Minotaur skeleton, and then immediately run back to his little spot.
Okay, it is the same square that Petal's on.
I don't think that would stop him.
Nope. Yep. Nope. It wouldn't.
Okay.
But I am just smashing a flask of oil and nothing else.
Well, it is already on fire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It
Yes, I hit
is
it with my fire
suffering 3 rounds of fire damage.
Okay. If it is already on fire, I would see that, and I would like to smash it from like a spot that's not touching. Well, wait, hold on. Are the Minotaur and Petal sharing the same square right now?
They are.
That sucks.
For who?
For me, and then later for him.
Needs to make a split. He's gonna have to make a split-second decision. He's gonna abandon his previous thing of doing that. So, like, he's gonna be running. He's about to smash that oil flask. Like, he's coming into the room, ready to do that. Sees that it's on fire and stops himself, and then is gonna scamper up the wall and try and think about what he can do, because he's gonna realize he can't do anything at the moment. And yeah. So he's gonna like hold the flask, but he's also not gonna throw it because he knows that would hurt people. And wait, wait, hold on.
This is a complicated turn, apparently.
I'm doing something of character thing, so
Yeah.
where's my little save there?
Does Elvira have anything in mind while he figures that out?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
I can't hear you anymore.
I'm not changing what I said.
Okay. Elvira?
Yeah.
You know what? This might be a little odd. What do you guys think? I've got to go to work early in the morning and it's getting a little bit late. How about we pause here? We could pick up where we are right now next session, and that way we start on an interesting note. Does that work for you guys?
Sounds good.
Yes.
I'm good with it.
Okay.
In the middle of combat?
I'm fine with that if you are. I just know I have
rather not be in the middle of combat.
I just have to go because I've been kind of dealing with a cold today, and I know I have to get up early tomorrow and work. So
Work is
Yeah.
important.
That's fine with me.
okay, so
All right.
I know that's not optimal, but this session was kind of a wild card, but I enjoyed it. I hope you did too.